Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, peeps? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. Yours truly, Will. And T-Rock in the building. Travis, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. Keep the burps to a minimum.
I'm sorry. It snuck up on me.
Hey, man, that shook the world, baby. They don't even know it. It shook the world, man. But how was your weekend, my brother?
It was great, man. Got to, sip on some great craft beers and finally just enjoy myself, man, and just rested on the 7th. You know what I'm saying?
So, I know that's right.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was a good weekend, man. Good weekend.
That's good, man. We already got Dre Day on her. What's going on? Got his own page that Sports Card. Let me see. Sports Cards Raw. Make sure you check that out. Actually, him and I came up with a deal. He's actually going to be sponsoring the boys and girls players of the week. So make sure you guys, speaking of that, today's Monday, so you know that we went ahead and dropped that. So go on our group page, and it's actually on our main page. Go ahead and vote for these players. They deserve it, the players of the week. Also, you saying, oh, man, you missed this, you missed this. Y'all have an opportunity to nominate. Just make sure you got the week the week stats. All of it. Don't just say because Travis had 31 games and he had 2 the next. Come on, bro. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real. Travis got hot that game, but he didn't get hot them other 2 games. But go ahead, nominate and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, things is changing. Things is evolving. We're not going to have a big, long list. We're going to have 10 players. So, and if I got 50, we'll cut them down and see who we think are the 10 that we feel comfortable with, and that's okay. And, you just keep moving on and doing what you got to do. Also, LJ Ray was in town. You know what I'm saying? LaJuan Ray. So was able to hang with him and bump, and, we did our thing and all that kind of stuff like that. It was fun to see brother come in from Colorado and, had to hook him up with some merch and stuff like that. So, hopefully he's got a safe trip back to Colorado and all that kind of stuff, man. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Oh, real quick. You always, you on your craft beers and stuff. When Travis is on here, we're gonna do something a little bit special, a little bit different. So, what craft beer would you recommend for the people who are 21 and up?
Well, really, it all depends on styles and likes, right? I'm an IPA guy, right? So I like a lot of hoppiness and hoppy beers, double IPAs, triple IPAs, stuff like that, right? So for the novice, I would probably go with a really good like Pilsner or lager.
Travis, what is your beer for the day? That's what we need. What and then describe that. What is that?
This is called Turbo Snapper. It's from a brewery in Asheville, North Carolina called Dissolver. It's a double IPA. It's about 8%, and it's delicious. It's a little sweet. It's a little hoppy. It's very good.
So is that
they
something
make
that
excellent beers, by the way?
Is that something you was talking about? Like how you was going to describe like how you like what kind of like? Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a double. Like I said, it's a double IPA. 8%. When you get in the triples, they get a lot higher in ABVs, and it's a hazy, so it's really good.
Okay, cool.
So that's what my suggestion is today.
So when you see him, he's gonna be letting us know about those selections. So we definitely rock and roll with that. All right, so we had a lot of stuff that's going on, but let me let you know real quick where to find us at Mark and Will Show. Pretty much everything: X, Facebook, TikTok. You don't stop, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Make sure you vote. Do what you got to do. Make sure you like, follow, comment. We want engagement. Comment on the show. all that kind of stuff. Please, please, please. We like I said, right now we're on actually X, Facebook, and YouTube. So this comment, we'll see it, we'll bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Something good. If it's something crazy, then we're gonna just leave it off. Y'all know how it goes. Travis, I know you posted the other day, or was it today, about wrestling. So anything going on in the wrestling world to get everybody caught up?
Everybody's just trying to get caught, getting ready for the Royal Rumble. This is called WrestleMania season. So once Royal Rumble is done and over, you know who's gonna wrestle for the main events for the titles and stuff like that. Right now, as we speak, CM Punk is on the TV right now. See if he's gonna sign a contract with either Raw or SmackDown. Right. So it's a lot of excitement, especially now that he's back. But just basically, that's where everything lies right now. Everything's just kind of leading up to the Royal Rumble.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And when is that again? I'm sorry.
Oh shoot! Come back with me on that one. I cannot remember the date right offhand. If you'd asked me yesterday, I could have told
It's about a
you.
it's about a month away, so you ain't gotta get the
Yeah,
exact date.
it's not long. It's only a few weeks.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, it's only a few weeks away.
Okay, so make sure you guys, you'll see it on the page. You'll be got some wrestling stuff like that Travis
Oh,
and Mark will go ahead and post. So make sure you do that. Check it out. All that kind of stuff. All right, we had let's get into some basketball. We had the Battle of the Bluegrass, women basketball. Louisville 73, Kentucky 61. This was yesterday at the Yum Center. Um, got kind of rocky. Not gonna lie. Kentucky is not having a good season. Going into the game, they was 4-6 and has taken it on the chin quite a few times. But Miss Elsie had them playing. They was playing zone. They kind of shook up the routine because normally they don't do that. Slowed Louisville down. Also, they got Sher back, a star
yep.
basketball player, and she couldn't miss. She was hitting everything. She's a transfer from Oregon. Now I know why she went out to Oregon. I don't know why she came back to Kentucky, the state of Kentucky, because basically, I'm sure Oregon was probably taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? Let them check stops. She's a baller. She's she's a McDonald's All-American. She's a baller.
Yeah, she's
But
tough.
Louisville figured it out. Jeff Wall's a hell of a coach. He figured it out, see what they needed to do, took care of business on that. Travis, did you get to see the game? You get to watch the
I
game?
did.
Okay.
I did.
What was your thought? What was your thoughts on the game, man?
Actually in the beginning, I was a little concerned because I felt like we should have been beating them, pretty well. And when it was, but I think ultimately we're too deep, and the defense he likes to play, whether it's a faux, press or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, it just wore him out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like your traditional Patino kind of thing, right? We're just gonna wear you out.
Right.
And that's exactly what he did. And then, obviously, those who stepped up and played well, what I'm saying? You had to have that dark horse, so to speak, come in and be like somebody they didn't account for
Right.
to come in and ball. So
Right. And you hit it on the head. If you have not watched them, and I know some people like, man, y'all talk about the women's sports and all that. And yeah, because they're the best team in the state. And, bar none. And the thing about it is that they are deep. That with that first unit really wasn't clicking. Then he brought in Curry, you know what I'm saying, Russell, Istanbulala. I'm just going to say it that way. I know I messed her name up. And Love. Now, I was talking to Brother Bump about it, and I was going back and forth, and I was like, sure was balling so tough. Put 6'2" Love on her. Like, she can guard. And then all of a sudden, it really worked its way out in that fourth quarter, and she dominated the game. She dominated the game. She took over that fourth quarter, and they could. She was stealing the ball. She was laying it up. She was shooting threes. She was everywhere. Like, that right there, man, is Mikasa Robinson in a 6'2" frame. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true enough.
You
True
know,
enough. It's gritty.
yeah, she's gonna do whatever it takes, and she can play any role. So I'm like, and I hate to see that. I mean, granted, it's so deep because at first she wasn't getting a lot of run. You know what I'm saying? As far as in this game, because he was bringing them in,
Right.
but he knew what was the hot hand, and she took over. She ended up with 25 minutes. But let me give you the scoring real quick. University of Louisville, Nyla Harris had 13 points. Cochran, congratulations on your 1,000 points. You got 10 points, 8 rebounds. Harris also had 8 rebounds. Rickards had 2 points, 4 turnovers. That's not good. 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Taylor, Travis's person. 13 points, 5 turnovers. See, that's a killer.
Yeah.
Kiki Jefferson, who was ill, had 11 points, 7 rebounds. Curry had 5 points, 4 turnovers. Russell had 5 points. Love had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. For Kentucky, Patty had 18 and 10. Sher had 22 points and 5 rebounds. That was the 2 players that did what they needed to do. But when I look at it, man, you can't have 18 turnovers. Kentucky had 19, you had 18. That's way, and most of them is coming from your guards. 4, 5, and 4.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good enough.
You can. Yeah, it's hard to win basketball games like that. Very, very, especially when it comes from your guards. They run your team.
Right. So that's not a good look. It's not a good anything. But Louisville took care of business. Louisville improves to 9-1. They stay in steady at 18. Kentucky falls to 4-7. Louisville got a next game. I guess it's Moorhead against on Wednesday. So we'll see. That should be a real blowout. No offense, Moorhead, but it should be. All right. Let's get to the men's side. You got Kentucky travels to Philly and takes care of business against Penn, 81-66. Bradshaw is back. Bradshaw had a good game. That's the 7-footer who is his second game back. So he's got to get comfortable. The guys got to get comfortable with him. He's off the bench, had 17 points. Did his thing. He had 11 boards, so his first double-double. So congratulations with that. Also, DJ Wagner came back and he played. It was too many. They were just athletic, too many athletes out there, and all this stuff. You couldn't compete. But great win for Kentucky just to go on the road and get that win. So,
Right.
great win on that one. What's your thoughts on this?
I watched that game. They played well. I like the way they moved the ball. Now the thing about the Bradshaw situation, I mean, I kind of expected that. Playing a pin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want. I feel like it's. Until he gets in there with some of the big guys. You know what I'm saying? Some of the real, big guys. And if they're playing,
Beefy.
Beefy. It's going to be a totally. We'll see where he stands then. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I think there's a lot of false hope. I'm not saying the kid ain't gonna play well.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I feel like there's a lot of false hope
Well,
in what they've seen. It's kind of like when the football team beat Florida, and everybody's like, "Well, we could probably get the SEC championship." No, you're not.
right.
So calm down. He played well against a team that it's just not as athletic.
Right. Well,
So,
no.
but he played well.
No. It was good because now you're gonna get your wish, right? Because next Saturday, North Carolina come in town, and Baycock, who's been there for 30 years, big beefy guy. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yeah. Now the thing about it, what's good about Bradshaw? He's athletic enough that he's gonna be able to don't let him body you, because if he body you, you're done. You got to use your length because it takes away the length. Bangkok ain't number like 6'8", 6'9", but he's beefy. Right. So you're right, and he's old as hell, so he'll be able to try to do some stuff. So we're going to see. That should be a good game. It's at Rupp Arena, so I'm pretty sure it'll be sold out and all that kind of good stuff. Now, to one of the most embarrassing losses ever in the University of Louisville program. You can say, well, man, it was at DePaul. DePaul was 1-7 or something crazy, right? They now they was 1-7. Louisville was 4-4. Totally embarrassing because Louisville, you can't overlook anybody if you Louisville Cardinals, right? Like you need to stack wins just for your own confidence, right? And really, when you lost to Virginia Tech, it wasn't a bad loss because nobody thought you was going to go down there and win anyway. And you was in the game. You led the first half, right? This game, my brother. What's up, Don D? How you doing? What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Uh,
What's up, man?
that game, you was down 38-22 at halftime to DePaul. DePaul? DePaul. Um, DePaul plays zone, and Louisville was lost in the zone. Lost in the mix, as they say, right? This is embarrassing. Indiana plays zone and they took you out of the whole like so you didn't practice? Like bring a man at the elbow? You know what I'm saying? Let him go one-on-one and create bounce pass, whatever you got to do. Like, man, first of all, when you have no shooters on the team, what do you think an opposing team going to do? I'm going to zone you. I'm taking away the free throw opportunities. I'm taking away all that. You are going to have to shoot threes on a team that can't shoot threes because you got shrieky shooters. You got dudes who get hot. Embarrassing. And before I cap it off, what you got, my brother?
I think you said it all. It is a completely embarrassing, and that's all coaching. That's coaching. That's you have way more talent than you had. It's coaching, dude. Like I it's so frustrating to know that you have such better talent, especially than DePaul.
DePaul.
That a 1-17 that you can't even beat them, and then go on a press conference and say, "Well, I felt like we was playing for ourselves and not for Louisville." More culture speak. If you don't shut up, take and he love the guy, love the guy, great guy, great guy. You gotta go. You're out coached every game.
I think one of the and well said. I totally agree with what you're saying. My thing is this also is if you can't coach, then your coaches, assistant coaches, got to be able to coach. Somebody's got to be an X and O on there. There's no X and O. Well, Danny Manning coached at Wake Forest, and he got fired. He
Yeah.
got fired. Nolan is a recruiter, and the other dude was director of operation at Oregon. So like what are we talking about, dude? You did not surround yourself with people who's gonna uplift your weakness. And that's an
Right.
issue. That's the problem. Like this is ridiculous. This is like and I applaud you. I applaud you, Travis, for listening to his press conference, right? Or clips or whatever you did, but have you got, to hear what you needed to hear. I I can't be a part of that, right? Because it's the same stuff. You too busy talking about somebody didn't want to play because he have his tights. Let's talk about your offense. Like, what do you run? What the defense? What are you running? The lack of shooters, the lack of this. Karan Davis is in the stands sitting at a home game. Like let's talk about. You need a PR person besides some coaches, some other coaches. And matter of fact, let me just say this: not everybody can be a head coach. Some people are better as assistant coaches.
Agreed.
You don't, and I understand. I understand. Hey man, no. When people say that, it's an Adidas school. He was at Nike, but Rutgers can get the number 2 and the number 4 player, and they're Adidas school. Rutgers, but you can't. Man, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
all that, bro.
Exactly, man.
That's
It's
loose
it's
routes.
it's it's loose. It's stupid, and I think in one of those text threads I'm in, with some guys, one guy said that Rutherford was asked if somebody was in the works, you know what I'm saying, for as a replacement for KP.
Mm-hmm.
And all he said was just watch the SEC. So he's got a feeling an SEC coach is going to come in and take his spot probably next year.
Talking about Mike Rutherford.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
Rutherford. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got a feeling that an SEC coach is going to come in and take his spot. We'll see. I don't know.
Who
I
is
don't.
that?
I mean, look, I don't, dude. I'm. You make that face at this point. I don't even.
No, 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 no,
Like, I don't even care.
no.
We,
I make that face because I'm thinking like, who? That's all.
there's
That's
only
all.
there's only two that I can think of that would even consider it.
Who you thinking?
Uh, Muscle. What's his name? Musselman or whatever.
Musselman from Arkansas.
And possibly old
Bruce
boy
Pearl.
Bruce Pearl. Those are the only two that I can think of even consider leaving and coming. And they gave Bruce Pearl. See, Bruce Pearl tried to leverage a better contract by saying with the Louisville vacancy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they offered him a lifetime contract. But do you really want to stay at Auburn for your lifetime?
Right.
Or do you want to come to a school like Louisville?
Right. No, you're right. No, you're right. And I get you. And so my thing is this. I think if you are Card Nation, you got to really know that this is coming to an end. It has to. Dundee said, hold on. I hit him on her. Dundee said, I am finally convinced he don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah. The thing about it, you're right, Dundee.
Yes.
The thing about it is this. In a perfect world, and we know we're not in a perfect world because, he has an agent. I would love for him to just step down. If you love the university like you claim in culture, you need to go ahead and just step down and let Nolan run the rest. I mean, we know that, it ain't going to happen, but give him experience because this is a mess. This is a mess.
Right.
Because we know that your agent going to say, no, you got to get fired so we can go ahead and get, but look, you can orchestrate, you can go ahead and negotiate a buyout and step up. Chris Mack did it. And Chris Mack is a way better coach than Payne. But people didn't want to say that. Yeah, he had that cloud too, and plus he was doing some other stuff, which most of these coaches do. He was doing some other stuff. So my thing is a change has to come.
Yeah.
It has to come.
It has to, dude. It's you know what I'm saying? I've heard this a lot listening to the radio too. And I'm gonna leave it at this for me. We have a whole generation of kids that just don't know what good Louisville basketball is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people's like, oh, Louisville's coming on soon. Oh, for real, who they playing? Oh, we're talking about Louisville volleyball. Oh, we're talking about Louisville women's basketball. Oh, no, we're talking about Louisville baseball. And they're not talking about the men's basketball team like they used to, and it's a shame.
True. That's true. When you're like pretty much the worst sport on campus, think about that. You just named all these. You're actually the worst sport on campus, right?
Every team has made it to the playoffs.
You're the worst team. You're the worst
Field
team.
hockey,
Yes.
soccer,
Keep on.
baseball,
Yeah.
women's basketball,
Yeah.
volleyball,
Yeah. Swimming. Let's go.
swimming.
Yeah. You're the worst.
basketball.
You are the worst sport on campus. Let that ring in, Cardinal fans. Let that ring in.
Mm.
The men's basketball is the worst sport on campus. Wow. Who
Yeah,
I would as I did this journey with the sports show and the pages and stuff. I never thought I would say that, but I can say that they're the worst sport.
Yeah.
Well, most definitely he needs to step down. Yeah, he does. He needs to just back away. He needs
Yeah.
to push away from the table and all this kind of stuff. Rowing, rugby, all that, everything.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go to something else, man, before we get truly depressed.
real.
Now,
I'm about to get another beer.
yeah, you probably have to do that anyway. NBA in-season tournament championship. You got the Lakers defeat the Pacers 123-109. And my thing is, it's not so much I want to talk about the stats and all this kind of stuff like that. I really don't. My question to you, because I know you're a hooper, and that kind of stuff like that. I know you love basketball just like myself. Does this matter? Does this rank? And I'm gonna say this: did this First of all, I know it don't matter in the ring in the rim of things in the NBA season. We know that it don't get serious after All-Star break, all this kind of stuff. But because you were trying to draw eyes, because you're in the mix of football season, basketball season, college basketball, all this kind, all kinds of stuff going on, right? So you decided you wanted to get some eyes on this and do like a tournament, like NCAA tournament in season thing. Does this matter? AD had 41 points. Does this matter? LeBron James had 24 of 11. Does this matter? What's your thoughts on this, bro?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, I'm glad, somebody was the inaugural in-season tournament champion.
What's
You know
going
what I'm
on,
saying?
Mom?
Hey, mom, and it gave them something to play for. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will bring their, or, use their hard-earned money to go play players or see the players, and hope to God they haven't been sitting. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to catch up. So it was partly that, but the big view, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. They out there, they popping bottles. They got on ski
Yeah.
goggles like they just won the big thing. Seriously, seriously. You know what I'm saying? You best believe there was a memo that came down from the office that said whoever wins this thing has got to pop bottles and put on ski masks.
Yes.
Like they just won the biggest thing on the world because we need to make this money.
That's what made it embarrassing, though, Travis. When I saw the videos and they up there, I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Like, come on, stop it. Stop it. Like
Really?
LeBron and all that kind of stuff, he's popping and all this. And LeBron, stop it. You know what? I mean,
Well,
just take the wins, baby. Just take the wins. And I get it, because
yeah.
like you said, I'm sure the memo was like, get the champagne. We're going to do this and going to in-season tournament championship.
Yeah.
And that ain't nothing but college. You know what I'm saying? The Maui Classic and all this, those little tournaments and stuff. But y'all decided y'all wanted to go ahead and try to get the eyes on you, baby. That's what that was about.
Yeah, and it was this is the
Terrible.
dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Terrible. Terrible. What you got, Don D? I think the NBA got what they wanted out of that. Yeah, LeBron won.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron. Because let's don't get it twisted. Let's don't get it twisted. LeBron got a backing. You know what I'm saying? That that was fitting, right? Because if the Pacers won, oh hell, what?
What are we watching?
Turn this shit off. What is going on?
What is going on? And trust and believe that here in probably the next 2-3 weeks, AD would not be playing.
Mr. Glass. Nah, Mr.
Yeah.
Glass will be out. He'll be out.
He'd be out. He'd be out. You know what I'm saying? He done messed up his toe or something.
So, do you hang a banner for this?
I swear to God, if they hang a banner for this, dog, I will lose my mind. I will absolutely lose my mind.
But they get ranks for this? Like, what's the end game? There we go. They got 500,000.
Oh
They got
my God.
500,000. But do you hang a banner? They get a ring? I mean, like, what is? Come, stop it. Stop. I can't even. Stop it.
I'm glad. The Pacers
Stop
made
it. What'd you say?
I'm glad the Pacers made it.
Yeah. Hey. Halliburton, though, I like you. You got game.
You
got game, son. You
Ugly
got
ass
game.
jumper, but he got
Ugly ass jumper. But you got game.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of you got game, you had the Heisman. You had the finalist, Daniels, Harrison Jr., which I don't, and I love some Harrison Jr. Let me back up a little bit. I love some Harrison Jr. Without a doubt. Dude is that guy. He's that guy, but I don't think he should have been on that podium with them numbers because it was other receivers who had way better. Bo Nix is 90 years old. Penix is 90 years old too. The thing about it is, Jaden Daniels won it. Deservedly so. You see the stats, guys. And you can say, oh, man, as you got 4 losses. Lamar Jackson had 4 losses, too, and won that thing.
Right.
Dude put up, yeah, he ate 50 TDs. So, hey, I'm so glad. And I thought this was going to happen just for the simple fact, Trav, that you got Oregon and Washington. You're going to split votes. And really, really, Penix with them head-to-head matchups. I mean, dude beat them twice. Like Bo shouldn't even be. Bo and Harrison should not get up out of there. Get up out of there. But
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. But I'm so glad that Daniels, because it ain't about how many games your team won. It's about your performance. And dude rocked it. Dude
Yeah, he
rocked it.
did.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
balled.
Yeah, he bought it. Hell, uh, Harrison won the best receiver, and he didn't even have the best numbers. I put it on the page. Neighbors for LSU destroyed him. But
Yep.
that name carries weight.
That's what I'm saying. It's that name.
And he's a bad boy. I would love to have him in a star, but he won't be available. He'll be gone in the top 5 pick. He'll be definitely gone. He'll definitely be gone.
Lord knows I want him.
Yeah, y'all need him. Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all do. Speaking of that, let's go on and get into some NFL action, guys. Let's go ahead and do this right now. We got some games that's going on right now. Let me go ahead and pull up my stuff real quick. Let's go ahead and start this way. We got some games that's going on right now. We got the Titans at the Dolphins. Dolphins 13-point favorite. Damn, did I take the Dolphins? Dolphins is right now up 7-7. I mean, it's tied 7-7 with under 50 seconds left. I don't know what's going on with that because Will Levis threw a pick 6. Yeah. Okay. Travis, like I said, Dolphins is favorite. What you think about this game? Do you think that you know how we do on the show? You think the Dolphins going to eventually cover this spread, man? You think they're going to win by 14? Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Titans are not a good team. I do. It's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just a matter of time, dude. They're playing at Miami.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, man. You know what I mean? It's just Titans are terrible.
Yeah, they are.
So to answer your question again, yes, they will cover the spread. You'll be fine. You'll win your money, Will. Don't worry about it.
I hope so. Packers 6.5-point favorite at the Vito and the Giants. This game, right? But this game is 7-7. This is 7-7 with under 2 minutes, and the Packers got the ball. I'm kind of surprised. You know what? I'm not surprised because when you have a young quarterback, you're gonna have your ebbs and flows, right? You're just gonna go up and down type stuff. To me, and I get it because the Packers have been playing good. But the Giants has won like 2 out of 3 or 2 last 2, something like that too. To me, I think these teams manage the quarterback because DeVito, like I said, it ain't Danny like we talked about last week. But these teams ain't too far off from each other. Granted, Packers got better talent. I'm not gonna. They do. Come on, I'm not saying that they do, but they're inconsistent. So this game, it won't be that 3-0 that we're gonna talk about shortly. But come on now, who you got on this game, man? What are you thinking?
Packers. They should cover the spread. The Giants are just terrible. I mean they are.
They are.
They're a terrible team. The Packers aren't that much better, but
they are better though. They are better.
Yeah, but they are a better team.
Right.
So that's a foregone conclusion. If the Packers lose this game, somebody need to get fired.
Ooh, LaFleur.
Yeah, come on, you lost to the Giants. Come on.
Hey, we're going to hear about somebody else who lost to the Giants. I'm just going to say this. When does the flex start? Because, first of all, why is it 2 games on Monday night and at the same damn time? Like, I understand that ESPN and ABC is trying to get all the money, Disney and all whoever trying to get all the money, but the same thing, really, okay, Giants and Green Bay, you're going to have to play at 5. You know what I'm saying? Like let's really be greedy. Let's really be greedy and make all the money, right? So you couldn't flex out of that. You could not flex out of that and bring in somebody else. Like, it was some better games yesterday that maybe should have played on Monday. Put these 2 teams, 4 teams, 2 games on Sunday. Like, really. But you know what? This is how much power the NFL has. They know we're going to watch it no matter who we put on Monday night.
Yep. Yep. And we are
And
definitely
we're
watching.
watching it. Yeah, we're watching. My TV got it on. My other TV, my 2 TVs, one in behind me, behind the screen, and the other right here. Yes, they're on. They're on. They're on. I mean, NFL, you win. We know what you're doing. You win. I mean, you know, big bank Hank. We know that. We know that. It's big bank Hank. All right, so let's get rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and start with this one. This happened on Thursday. Patriots 21, Steelers 18. Embarrassing. Steelers has way too much talent. I don't care if it's Mitch Trubisky, Mitch Johnson, Mitch Davis, Mitch Thompson is your quarterback. You have to beat the Patriots is like mailing it in. Like they trying to get that #1 pick. And Steelers said, hold my beer. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. Hold my beer. Y'all not getting that. This is total chaos. Canada got fired 2 games ago. They got the interim of the offensive coordinator, the one guy, and everybody's like, oh, we got 400 yards. Y'all done lost back-to-back games to the worst teams in the NFL. Now, hey, I can go ahead and admit I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. And we lost to Arizona, too. So that kind of made me laugh inside to my Steelers brothers and sisters because y'all was giving me flack about Arizona. But Arizona wasn't going to come to Dallas and win. They went to Steelers and won. What is hell is going on with Najee and Johnson? You need to fire him. Like this guy needs to cut him. Because he don't care. For real, when he with that Bengals game and he was just looking and shit, like he should already be gone.
Yeah,
dude,
agreed.
They are 7-6 after this game. They are 4-4 at home. When the last time the Steelers lost 4 games at home in a season? And you know what? And Tomlin, you know what? He don't win that Super Bowl. You got to, he ain't going nowhere. The Rooney's on fire coaches. What you got, brother?
Exactly. They done had 4 coaches the whole time?
Ever.
In the NFL? Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. That's a sad situation. Like, as a person, he's probably the longest tenured coach between him and I don't know. To go in there and to talk to your, like he calls them men and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We got to do better. You just lost to the Patriots. What do you go in there and say? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's
bad, bro.
It's terrible, dog. They need to quit. They need to do something. Like you said, they need to get rid of Johnson.
Yeah, because you can't have that. You can't have that. You can't have that. You can't have that. Dude's not.
And that kind of thing spreads through your team.
Yeah, right.
You know
but we had
you
had Fitzpatrick just went ahead and said that everybody ain't down. Everybody ain't playing for Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? People ain't giving their effort. Yeah, and it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, but I can't just blame. Everybody wants to say, well, Mitch is hurt. Hey, for all you Steelers people who's watching this, just want to let you know, I'm going to break your heart again because Mitch Trubisky has been named the starter for this next game. Dude is doubling down. Instead of Mason Rudolph, he want to go ahead and let Mitch do garbage stains, period. But my other concern is, when things is going awry, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not run the ball, right? You got Warren. Dude is nice. Dude is like, I'm a free agent. Basically, that's how I made a team. I'm going to ball out. I don't care. That's what he does, right? That's what he does.
Oh, yeah.
And he only had 7 carries, 11 yards. Like really. And then Najee 12 for 20. Like, this is bad, bro. Like, this is bad. You Steelers are still in prime position for the playoffs. But you are tricking it off. You are tricking it off big time.
Yeah, I feel like something's going on in the background that we're not aware of. That's what it feels like, anyway.
Oh yeah, especially you got players talking about other, the whole team and stuff in the opening like that. Yeah, yeah, it's bad business. Patriots 3-10, 3-10. Zappy, Western Kentucky got that win, 240,
Well,
3 TDs and 1 interceptions. Ain't that some? Ain't that's ugly? That's ugly. Speaking of ugly, Dirty Birds go down at home to the Bucks. Mr. Baker Mayfield and company took care of business yesterday, 29-25. Let's get it. Baker Mayfield, 14 for 29, 144 yards, 2 TDs. Rashard White, 102 yards. Chris Godwin, after his wife tried to clown the team, 5 catches, 53 yards, no TDs. Evans only had 1 catch, 8 yards, cost me. Damn, Travis, I'm boring you, man. You better take some no-dos or something.
that's why I'm drinking beer.
Wake your ass up. Desmond Ritter, my guy. Not. 26 for 40, 347, 1 TD, 1 interception. Azier, 9 carries, 40 yards. Robinson, 10-34. Does this shock you or what? I mean, because really this whole division is garbage.
Doesn't shock me at all. Like I said, it makes sense. I guess you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better word. Um, the Bucks are going to be the Bucks. Baker's, he's all right. I can't hate on Baker. You know what I'm saying? He's not great, but he's serviceable.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, he is.
serviceable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they won this game is not surprising because Atlanta's not great anyway. So I'm glad they kept it close. But yeah, I saw this coming a mile away. I would have bet. I don't know what the spread was, but
2.5. I think it was 2.5 for the Falcons because it was home. The thing about it is that I would have. I don't know, man. Things happen, but as soon as I put that about them having 24 series, a straight series, of basically their defense has stopped the drive 24 times without TDs, I knew they was messed up. I knew it was a curse. I'm sorry, Dirty Birds. Bengals and Browning, 34 the Colts, 14. My goodness, gracious. Hey, dude, like he was nice. He was nice in Washington and in college. You know what I'm saying? But they are picking up steam. I'm not saying he's not Joey Buckets. We know that he's not. But dude is performing. He was 18 for 24, 275, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Mixon, 79 yards, 1 TD. Chase Brown, backup running back, 80 yards, 1 TD. T. Higgins is back, 72 yards. Chase only had 29. Mishaw, he is a career backup guy. For real. 240 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Zach Mouse, 28 yards. It is bad business. Pittman, 95. I mean, this is bad. And really, Minshew was a backup quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was basically a game with 2 backup quarterbacks, and the Bengals went ahead and just smacked the shit out of Colts.
Good. Coach, the Bengals, even though I'm saying Buckets is down, they still have plenty of talent out there on the field, on both sides of the ball. So, as much as what I'm saying, especially since last season, the Bengals like to talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I do enjoy watching them play. You know what I'm saying? To the victors goes the spoils. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We made our statement. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they're playing well without the Buckets.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, please do. It always comes around, don't it? Browns, 31, the Jags, 27. Mr. Lawrence played this game, after experiencing that bad ankle injury that we thought. You had Joe Flacco, Mr. 30, all the 38-year-olds, stand up, raise up, hand up. Dude was on the couch, chilling. He was trying to get in the studio and talk to people about football. Dude is slanging that thing. Joe Flacco, 26 for 45, 311 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Jerome Ford, 51 yards. Kareem Hunt had a TD. Najoko, 91 yards, 2 TDs. I know he's happy. Let me see. Trevor Lawrence, 257, 3 TDs, and 3 interceptions. You ain't beat nobody with 3 interceptions on the road. ETN, 35 yards, 1 TD. Ingram, 95 yards, 2 TD. This right here, man, like I said, every time I watch the Browns, they give up a lot of points. And they keep on saying they're the best defense. Like, what? I mean, it's a million statistics on defense and offense. So what are y'all pulling from? Because they won, but you gave up 20s. I'm like, come on, man.
Right. I mean, first of all, you ain't gonna win. Your Jags aren't good enough to win all 3 interceptions.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you sealed your own fate. That's what it boils down to. I'm not saying that your boy didn't ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they sealed their own fate when you throw three NINTs, man.
So, yeah. No. Good win for the Browns home because they keep on. Like I said, when you think about them, you don't think about them having now. I think it's 8 wins or something like that. Like because they don't have injuries. They done got. They gave Walker his signing paper, their walking papers. They just got him out of there. They said, "You gone, bro. You gone. You ain't nothing." Which he really not. But Flacco, damn Flacco, I hear you, man. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. We know you still pissed at Lamar and all them, but I hear you. Oh my gosh, we had a Zach Wilson sighting. Yes, we did. The Jets smacked the crap out of the Texans, 30-6. This is the worst game, bar none, for CJ Stroud. He's been rocking and rolling, but let's not forget the Jets defense was probably coming into the season as like the top 5 defense, not top 1 or 2 defense. They still probably top 5, especially if the Browns, who's giving up 30 points a game, is still considered. The Jets defense is still rocking and rolling. Zach Wilson, his best game statistically, right? He was 27 for 36, 301, 2 TDs. Brees Hall, 40 yards. Garrett Wilson had 108 yards. I know he's happy. CJ Stroud, 10 for 23, only 91 yards. Singletary, 65 yards, 1 TD. All that kind of stuff, man. Real bad business. Business.
Yeah, I mean, Zach shows up in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you know what I'm saying? When they played, you know what I'm saying, my Chiefs, you know what I'm saying, he showed up, you know what I'm saying, and played well. So it's just a matter of time for, you know what I'm saying, he had played well. And actually I'm kind of surprised at the score, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It didn't make a lot of sense. But like you said, they have a great D. You know what I'm saying? And he, like I said, he's got it.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just putting it together. That's
right.
Been his issue his whole career, so to speak, is putting it together.
Well, and I'm gonna say this. I think probably still, even I don't give a shit if he have 3 or 4 more games of 300 some yards. He probably just a change of scenery probably do him better, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff just don't mix, right? But I would say this. CJ Stroud, Tank Dell is out for the season. Nico Collins, who was his number one receiver, he got hurt. Dude didn't have no receivers out there, right? So, you got to do
at least
something.
Not the ones that he trusted anyway.
Right. You had some other dudes, but they was special teamers. And it showed 30-6. Congratulations, Jets. Aaron Rodgers was clear to practice for what? What we and I just had to say that for all the Jets fans. I mean, it's too congested right now. But dude ain't going. I mean, come on, man. Real quick, Trash. Before we go to, I just want to peek at the Jets' upcoming schedule because they said he's trying to target around the Commanders to come to play. So there's only 4 games left. You got the Dolphins, the Commanders, the Browns, and the Patriots. Well, uh, I don't think you come back, bro. Like for real. Like y'all can beat the Commanders without him.
Right.
Now at the Browns is gonna be sticky. You ain't gonna beat them probably there. And then at the last game at the Patriots, the thing about Bill Belichick still can scheme, that kind of stuff. But you're not still in contention though, right? You're not. You are basically you're 5-8. It's a wrap. Like, dude, please don't. Because like I said this before, and I said this right in front of to Travis on this show. Dude's gonna get a hit and he's just gonna implode right there. We're not gonna see him no more.
Turn into dust.
Dust. Dust. He's dust.
Yeah.
Dust buster. Ravens 37. The Rams 31 in overtime. This right here, this was a good game. And they won it on a punt return in overtime. And that kind of rocked my world. I'm glad that Lamar and them got that win. Lamar was 24 for 43, 316 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception, had 70 yards rushing. Odell Beckham sighting, 97 yards, 1 TD. Isaiah Likely, 83 yards, 1 TD. Flowers, 60 yards, 1 TD. I mean, the offense was humming. Matthew Stafford, 294, 3 TDs, no interceptions. Kyron Williams, if you ain't got him in your fantasy, you're tricking yourself. It's probably too late. 25 carries, 114 yards. Cooper Kupp sighting, 115 yards, 1 TD. Lamar and them had to win this game. I'm sorry. They had to win this game. Otherwise, they was going to this smack the living crap. Because your defense, everybody still wants to say, hey, they like the best defense. No, they're not. No, they're not. Freddie Hackett, what's going on, baby boy? Freddie Hackett was telling me he was going back and forth with the DBs, who he thought, and he said Humphrey. I'm like, every time I see Humphrey, he's getting baked. And he was getting baked in this game.
Right.
On the last drive, when Lamar led him to the comeback, under 2 minutes, the one of the stat they're talking about. They come back. Lamar led him back, got the TD, and they left a minute or something, and all of a sudden Stafford cooked Humphreys. They was eating him up though. So great win though, but I don't want to hear about this defense shit. And everybody has a bad game, but I don't think that they like that on defense. I think they solid. They got some great players, the good players, but they don't strike no fear. And the Rams put 31 piece on you. Come on, bro.
Right. And the Baltimore is always going to have that that narrative anyway.
Right.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
Because of Lamar. So I don't care, what I'm saying, what they win or what they lose. That narrative's never going to change.
Never.
So.
You're right. No, you're right. It's gonna stay on them. But I just wanted that, right? I just wanted that defense. If your defense was lights out, get that stop. Lamar, come back, win. Because you can't hold that against them. But the defense said, man, I ain't doing shit today. I ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Dre Day. Bears 28, the Lions, Tigers, Bears, oh my, 13. 13 points. And the thing about this, man, I'm going to say this. If y'all remember the first time they played, the Bears blew a big lead. And the Lions came back and beat them. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. I should have took the Bears and the points because all they did was build up confidence. They was like, we're not losing to y'all. We should have beat y'all at y'all place. And they took care of business. The Lions is so it breaks my heart. They so inconsistent.
Yeah.
We want to put them on that pedestal because they had some impressive wins, big wins against big name teams, right? Does it really? And those teams ain't like that for real. I'm just gonna say that because I think it's wide open this year. But the Bears, can you get off of Justin Fields' back? Can we go ahead and say, look, leave that man alone? He just need real coaching. He just need an offensive coordinator that's going to take care of him because dude got some tools.
Yeah.
He got some tools. Justin Fields, 19 for 33, 223 yards, 1 TD. He also had 58 yards rushing, 1 TD. DJ Moore, 68 yards, 1 TD. Jared Goff, 161 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Good Lord. Gibbs, 66 yards, 1 TD. Rush Montgomery, 66 yards. They split that stuff. Reynolds, 44, 1 TD. My thing is this. And before I let you go ahead and you tell me what you need to talk about this game or what you want to say, Justin Fields is one of the most athletic quarterbacks. If Lamar is not in the league, he's the most athletic. And he can throw it. He's not the best thrower in the world, but he can move the ball. He can move the chain. And that's all about it. NFL is about moving the chain. He's got to receive. The Birds did a great job. They got DJ Moore. Now you need to finish it. In the offseason, you keep him at first pick or whatever you want to do. Go ahead and get Marvin Harris Jr., who you love. Go ahead and get him. Hopefully he works out. Trade that other pick, the number 4, to a team that is starting for a quarterback, but take their best tackle. Get the offensive line and get their picks. Get their picks. Justin Fields is good enough to win in the league. Leave that guy alone.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Like you said, it was just, you know what I'm saying? You probably know better than I, but, you know what I'm saying? It was, once he did get some, I think anybody helps when they get some coaching. It's kind of like when Teddy got in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was kind of wondering, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a different game. And then who he ended up with, like, was it North Turner, I think?
Yep.
North Turner?
Right.
North Turner's like, all right, we're going to use you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? This is how we're going to use you.
Make it better for you.
Yeah, we're going to dink and dunk it a little bit. And then once we finish dink and dunk, we're going to go.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He got them together. So I think that's, you know what I'm saying? When you have confidence in a quarterback that you drafted and you really want him to succeed, you put the people around him to do so.
Yeah. Bro, look, Lamar finally got an offensive coordinator. It wasn't no boy with that old junk shit that they was running the past 3-4 years. That was garbage offense, bro. That's what formed the narrative that, okay, they basically Army and Navy out here. And that's crap. Because if you ever watch Louisville play, Duke can slang it. Does he miss on some passes? His accuracy was not the highest, but he can make some throws. Let's be real. But now Monken or whatever, he came from Georgia, dude got him throwing the ball, staying in the pocket, progressions and stuff like that, looking like a quarterback. Because the dude is a quarterback. And the scary thing is, once he gets that down, then he can go out that pocket and burn your asses with his feet.
Exactly. Watch this.
Yeah. Speaking of watch this. Saints beat the Panthers 28-6. The Panthers 1-12. The Saints 6-7. The Saints, they did what they were supposed to do. It's a horrible Panthers team. Derek Carr, who now is saying that he had like broken ribs before out. Shut up. 18 for 26, 119, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Kamara, 56 yards, 1 TD. Jamal Williams, for all your people who was on his ass, he had 43 yards rushing. A.T. Perry, 44, 1 pass. Bryce Young, man, God bless him. 13 for 36, 137. Chuba Hubbard, 87 yards. Like, bro, sometimes it ain't. You know what? Sometimes being that number 1 pick is a curse if you're a quarterback.
Right. Now the question is, just like we talked about your boy, is he getting the coaching that he needs?
Got rid of the head coach who was a quarterback in the league.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
Is he getting the things that he needs? You know what I'm saying? You can't get this guy in here and then expect him to work miracles. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a guy needs some coaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the Saints won this game. My sister's pretty happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They played well, but, you can't Bryce is going to need some help, man. He's going to need some help, for real.
Yeah, he does. CP and Uncle Press, I also got this win. My thing is this, you don't even celebrate. All wins are good in the NFL. but you knew you had to win this. I mean, come on. Saints improved to 6-7. Good Lord. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Now, this right here was the ultimate rock fight. Y'all heard me say this term before. I say it all the time. The ultimate rock fight. First, I said on the page, first to 3 wins. That's embarrassing. This was one of the most embarrassing games of the weekend besides the Louisville DePaul game. This right here, 3-0. Nada. Nunca. Nothing. Embarrassing, bro. Like they benched Dobbs. They benched his ass. They said, hold on. They said, nah, bro, we ain't doing this. So Nick Mullins came in. Y'all remember him from San Francisco. 9 for 13, 83 yards. He ain't do much. Joshua Dobbs, 10 for 23, 63 yards. He ain't do much. Madison, 66 yards. These stats don't mean nothing. Aiden O'Connell from Purdue, 171, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs. What happened to Josh Jacobs? 34 yards rushing. Dude, like, I want him on my team. Like, he's a free agent. Give me him. But dudes are, like, over. Like, this is ridiculous. This right here, like, 3-0. Baseball team score more than this. Soccer team score more. Like, 3-0. Like every NFL. Especially the right, it was in Vegas. We know you want to bring people out to the Vegas and give them free drinks so they can bet their money, free hotels and stuff. Everybody needs their money refunded on this, and travel, travel too. If you traveled to see that mess, you need refund.
Right. Best believe a lot of drinking went on that day. That's
That's tough,
that was
bro.
horrible. That's terrible, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this, man.
You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing.
Yeah, thank you, please, because
You ain't got to say nothing.
I saw that, I was embarrassed, and it's neither one of them my team.
Right, that part. 49ers 28. The Seahawks 16. 49ers do what they do at the crib, and this is divisional. But to me, I'm gonna do my spin because I don't listen to all these other sports shows, because I don't want them to formulate my opinion. But I know how they do things. Okay, so we want to crown people this and that, right? It's a double standard. Seahawks was out Geno Smith, right? They was out him. Y'all don't think that didn't affect the game? Not saying that 49ers wasn't going to win, but what would the game look like if Geno played? Because the Seahawks was in this game. You did have a meltdown by half man, half robot, which is what he does if he don't get his way.
Yeah.
But let's don't say a dominant performance, which really it wasn't a dominant performance. But you also played a team without their starting quarterback. Like, really, it should have been 40-something to 16. You didn't, Geno didn't. You had Drew Lock. Hell, I didn't know he was still in the league.
I didn't either.
You had Drew Lock from Missouri. Like, come on, man. Come on. And I would preface this. 49ers is a hell of a team. But let's don't change the narratives, right? Let's don't say, hey, and I'm coming from a Dallas point of view. Because they was rocking and rolling with Geno in Dallas. And I'm not saying that, the 49ers whipped the shit out of Dallas. I know that. But let's don't use the narrative, hey, this was no, it was not. No, it was not. This game should have been 40-something to 3 with Drew Lock. Let's be real. That's why, to me, this whole Super Bowl is wide open. There's going to be some teams that lose that got the number 1, number 2 seed and get bounced out of there because it's wide open. Brock Purdy, 19 for 27, 368, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Christian McCaffrey, no TDs, but 145 yards. Deebo Samuel, looking like the running back that he is, / receiver, whatever you want to call him, 149, 1 TD. Brandon, 126, I mean, they did what they wanted to do on there, and that's cool. Drew Lock 22 for 31, 269, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. That's the game. Charbonnet 44, Ty Larkins 89. This right here, man. I mean, Gino, man, you better get your shit together for real, for real. And I know injuries are part of the game, but bro, like you always in and out, bro. Like you always in and out, man. They ain't gonna keep you. They gonna go get somebody else. What you got for me, Trav?
Exactly. So I agree. I agree. I expect the 49ers to win this game.
Of course.
They're a hell of a football team. But yeah, I think some folks are under the impression that they have the luxury of doing certain things and they don't. You know what I'm saying? I still believe that the Seahawks system, like the 49er system, it's a system.
Yes, it is.
They'll just bring another guy in and just do the same damn thing. You know what I mean? So, and if he doesn't know that, then I don't know what he's on. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You're right. He needs to come on back. You know what I'm saying? People play with injury all the time. And again, I don't know how severe his injury is. So I guess it could be,
and you had and you had extra days because you played the Thursday night, with Dallas. So you had extra rest. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Gino, whatever, man. He go ahead, eat them steaks. Eat them steaks, baby. Gino steak, yeah, all that shit. Broncos. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, Broncos 24, the Chargers 7. We ain't gonna stay on this long. I'm just gonna say this real quick. The scary thing is that I think they are finally understanding each other. They meaning the players and Peyton. Right. They took a loss last week. They bounced back. They got this good win, and I'm saying good win because any road win, the Chargers is garbage. Their head coach needs to be fired. Herbert fractured his finger. I guess the same one, a different finger. Like this is a wrap. This is the wrap. Fire that dude. He got to go. Go ahead. This is your division. Go ahead.
No, I agree with everything you just said. You know what I'm saying? Like, Broncos have been playing some pretty good football here as of late. You know what I'm saying? And, Peyton was going to be, down and out for forever. You know what I'm saying? And once you get embarrassed in the league like they did early in the season, you know what I'm saying? That makes
70 piece.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those. I told y'all. Now y'all gonna listen to me?
Right. No, you're right.
Situations.
You're right. I like that.
So yeah, but the Chargers head coach needs to get fired. Way too much talent on that team to keep having this happen.
And I'm gonna say this, and I know that we're ready to go into your team, but I would not have thought when that 70 piece landed on their head that I can say that the Broncos is only one game out of first place in the AFC West.
It's crazy.
Let's get into it. Bills 20, Chiefs 17. I think I heard this is like their third straight win at Arrowhead, something like that.
Something like that. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk. No. I got you. They go in there, a pivotal game for them, for the Bills. Bills is 7. They improved to 7-6. Chiefs fall to 8-5. I'm gonna give you these stats real quick, and then we can get into it. Josh Allen, 23 for 42, 233, 1 TD, 1 interception. Cook, 58 yards. Allen, 32 yards, and a rushing TD. James Cook also had 83 yards receiving, but a TD. For the Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, 25 for 43, 271, 1 TD, 1 interception. Edwards Helaire, 39 yards. Travis Kelce, 83 yards. Everybody's just going to know about the last play when Tony lined up offside. And on that particular play, Mahomes, petty ice, hits Kelce. Kelce gets it. He's running, and he's about to get tackled, and he lateral it to Tony. And Tony takes it in for a TD. Flag was on the play. Nobody knew until dude's offsides. Now, I seen video where he looked over to check in, and nobody said anything. But I also know that as a former football player, when you look down, you know if you're offsides, bro. Like, what are you like? Cut him, cut him, cut him, Travis. Go ahead.
I agree. I'm gonna tell you what. There was a few plays before that one. Well, you know what I'm saying? We could have had a manageable third down. He dropped the ball.
Yes, yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude doesn't have hands. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get it twisted. We have a whole receiver core without hands, but
right.
I'm just saying, like, this dude has no hands. So I remember you posed a question to me last week.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get a number one receiver or do we pay Chris Jones?
What's up? No, no, no. Who now? I said, Mr. Adams.
Right, Mr. Adams.
Yeah,
Or we
yeah.
pay Chris
Which
Jones.
which is the number one? But go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'll still stand by what I said as
Mm-hmm.
far as Chris. But you know, we can get rid of a few receivers to get him. You know what I'm saying? Because because that's what's going to have to happen. Tony's going to have to go. Sky Moore, as fast as they say he was, he cannot run a route. He cannot get separation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, the dude scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and because he's wide open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he can't get. And MVS, my God, I mean, you're the most experienced wide receiver out there, and it's not good.
Garbage.
It's
Garbage.
not good. I say we get rid of all three of them. Keep Justin Watson
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and get what I'm saying, get a good number one receiver and put Justin Ross out there and let's see what happens.
I think I've never seen this before, right? And I understand about the cap. You know, you kind of hand tied. A lot of times when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback, people it draws people, right? It
Right.
draws people, and I can't envision like you may not get the top trick. You got to pay them. We understand that, but you can still get some of these like Brandon Cooks that went to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You can go get them dudes that they ain't requiring a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? You can get some of these dudes or elevate your scouting crew. You know, draft
Right.
some people who are some receivers or something.
Right.
But I just can't see, man. There's a lot of number twos out there, the number threes that would be decent enough, bro. Decent
I
enough.
agree. Yeah, yeah. I mean, right now, I mean, I have to put on my face in Brett Veach because I don't have a choice. Because anytime something was deficient, they've seemed to always address it, right? So I can only hope that when the season is said and done, that they address this wide receiver issue. We lead the league in drops.
Right.
Got 32 drops on the year. I'm saying that you never heard. That's not a Chiefs team, man. At least not as of recent years. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
doesn't work like that way. So what I'm saying, even last year when everybody didn't think he was going to do anything because what I'm saying, Cheetah left and went to what I'm saying, went to a different team. What I'm saying, we were still catching the football.
Right.
I'm saying, I don't know if it was a scheme thing or what, but something has changed and it has to be fixed. Well, and I think we're just gonna have to let some people go.
Yeah, I'm glad that's your problem.
That it is.
But I understand. I understand. You can't win without receivers. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Cowboys 33, Eagles 13. This was the Sunday night game of the week. Cowboys went ahead and took care of business. They, like I told Travis off air, really probably should have been 40 something to less than that. And I talked to Dre, and we was talking about it, and I'm like, he had a question for me, and I'll talk about that a little bit. Dak Prescott was 24 for 39, 271, two TDs, one fumble. Tony Pollard, 59 yards. Rico Dowdle, 46 yards. Jake Ferguson, who's becoming a good tight end for us, 72 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 71 yards and a TD. Michael Gallup sighting had a TD. Jalen Hurts, 197. Yeah, 197 yards. DeAndre Swift, 39 yards. A.J. Brown, 94 yards. This right here, man, I mean, people want to go ahead and downplay. I heard that the national media was saying this is a bad Eagles team now. Are they playing bad? Quit moving the narrative. Quit moving the goalposts. Dallas smacked that ass. They did. They took care of business.
Exactly.
Without a doubt, took care of business. Dude, I'm telling you, it's different because the credit, I'm Dak Prescott's biggest critic. I'm a Dallas fan. But I'm a realistic fan. I believe in, like, if I see some shit bad, I'm gonna say it, right? If I see something good, and I'm the biggest critic of him, bro. I talk about, like, oh man, I ain't a dude is balling this year.
Yeah.
And I want to say a lot of that is because of McCarthy. He is the offensive coordinator. He knew he was on a hot seat. He knew that he was, and that's why Kellen Moore had to leave. Let me call. If I'm gonna get fired, I want to be the one to call. Let me talk to Dak, have Dak with me, and let him know how I need this offense to run. And they are humming. Not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but they are humming.
Yeah.
And they are a scary team because they got just as much talent just as anybody else. And if Dak can go ahead and lead that bus like he's doing, I mean, one of the best quotes I heard him say last night, like, man, we should put 50 on them. But because of him, he didn't. Like, he didn't feel he played a good game. Right. So took care of business. Now the Eagles is still a good team. Eagles is still like this is divisional. This is a divisional rivalry. Like, so we know them, they know us. It's like not everybody can smack them. 49ers smacked them at third because they was motivated. They wanted to show, you know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted to think Eagles is dead. No. This because the last two games they done got smacked. Don't think anybody can smack them. And that's why I'm saying you move the narrative. It's like, I don't want to do. No. Eagles is still a good team. Dallas smacked their ass last night, took care of business. What they supposed to do. And that's the thing. You don't want to play Dallas at Dallas. Mm-hmm. Dallas at Dallas. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody at home is a little bit different. But I can say this without looking at the stats. Dallas probably scores maybe about 20 more points at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will put that 40 piece on you in a heartbeat at that crib. Now, on the road, 20, 27, 26, which is still good in the NFL, but at home, they're gonna smack you. They're gonna take your cookies. They're gonna take Santa Claus cookies and keep it moving. And that's what they do. And the Eagles, the first time they ain't scored a touchdown since I think I posted, I don't know if it was since 2019 or something like that. Nothing. What's your thoughts on this game, man, before we wrap up?
Thank you.
He said thank you. You can't stand that, coach.
I cannot stand that man. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God that the team itself is not taking on the identity of the coach. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a team full of jerks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But no. If you can't, like you said, you can't keep moving the goalposts. The Eagles are good.
They're good.
You know what I'm saying? They're a very good team. I mean, we're talking about professional football here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people that will take their lumps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just their turn right now. It's not going to continue to be like this.
Travis, people forget that 49ers lost 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, they lost 3 in a row. And they're like, oh, shit, something wrong with them. Then all of a sudden they whoop on somebody, and now they back. And, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's like you said, these are, like for real, I would take, if you give me 3 teams, it's going to be Cowboys, 49ers, and the Eagles. And all that. Those are those are the 3 best teams in the league.
I agree.
Period. So don't act like, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, move the goalposts. I love what the Dolphins doing, but their defense I got to show me more, right? Kansas City is some issues there. We understand that. Hell, they ain't had 5 losses in probably 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, to me, those 3 teams, yeah, those are the teams right there. Now, the rest of that shit, no, I mean, the Lions, you tried it, but they ain't ready. You know, not ready. Stuff like that. But that's why I say it's always wide open. And Eagles now, they got the easiest schedule remaining. The 4 teams they play, I mean, I think it's only one team that maybe give them a run. But Dallas got to go at the Bills, who's desperate. They got to go at the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. And then I think they got the Lions come in, which we're going to wax that ass. Excuse my French. We're going to, yeah, they getting it. And then we got Commanders. So it's like you know, it's that. And I don't know, 49ers still got to go at the Seahawks. Like, it's man, I just know that this probably is going to be the best playoffs, bar none, because that's not a dominant team that you're going to be like, I don't want to play. You're going to always think you got a chance. But I would say this. Going to 49ers is going to be tough. Going to Dallas is going to be tough. Only way you can go to Philly if you got offense. If you ain't got offense, don't even worry about it. Cash it in. Cash it in. Cash it in. Bar none. All right, real quick, before we get off here, guys, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to give you an update. The Giants is up 14-13 over the Packers. Who knew? And the Titans and Dolphins is 10-10. Oh, my goodness. So, you know, it is what it is, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining. I got a great show coming on tomorrow. And this week, we still trying to get some of these high schoolers. We are. I've been trying to focus my time on this page and trying to do some stuff, but we're definitely going to get some interviews for you guys, you know, so we can talk to especially basketball is going on. We're going to do that. Go ahead and continue to vote and all that kind of stuff like that. Travis, what you leaving us with, brother?
Oh, shoot, man. Just God bless. Blessed to be here, man. I appreciate you, Will, man, bringing me on a weekly basis, man, and we can keep talking about this good stuff, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, brother, that's what we do. You know how we roll. Hey, y'all, thank y'all. Good night. Have a good night. Be safe, y'all. It's holiday season. Be smart with it, too, guy. God bless. Peace out.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.